Hi, hope everyone's doing well. I'm Carly Furman, CEO of Nayax North America. Today, I'm really excited to show you our new landing page. It's going to be used for your end customers that you're selling devices to. We're calling this our From OEM Reseller landing page. So what this new landing page is going to do is it's digitizing the form that customers are currently submitting to Nayax when they want to activate their devices that they purchase from you. What's happening on the back end is that our onboarding team is getting these physical forms submitted from your end customers, and our onboarding team is then having to manually create orders in our system for our setup team to then be able to set up these devices and activate them for use in the Nayax DCS system. What the landing page that I'm going to demo today for you is going to do is completely digitize that process so that there is no manual need for intervention or manual need to input that information, and will drastically reduce the time it's going to take for your customers to get set up with using their Nayax device that they purchased from you. So let me show you the process today. It's really easy, and this landing page can be used for both new customers and existing customers that you're selling devices to, and for when you're selling customers one device or 50 devices or 500 devices at a time, right? So it's very versatile, and hopefully you'll find it very easy to use as well as your end customers, and everyone also will hopefully see a reduction in the amount of time it's taking for them to get their service agreements as well as get their device usable. So here we go. Let me share my screen with you, and I'm going to walk you through the process. All right. So here is the landing page, and everyone will get this link, and we'd ask you to please save it and also send it to anyone else within your team that is going to be part of the account transfer process when you sell a device to an end customer. So all you're going to need is you're going to need your email address, and we ask for this because we're going to send you a verification code when you submit this landing page to start the transfer process when you sell a device to an end customer. We're going to want to give you a verification code to ensure that whoever is actually submitting this information on behalf of your company actually is authorized to do so. So it's a safety mechanism to protect you and your end customers. So you're going to need to put in the email address. Again, I'm doing this right now as I'm acting like a OEM or reseller like yourselves. And then you're going to also need your operator ID. So this is the number in DCS. Right now, I'm currently under administration, operator, and under the general details tab, and I'm going to take my operator ID. If you're unsure about this information, then you can ask your sales rep or the Nayax support team to help you verify what this is. But again, it's the same information that you're going to have to enter each time, so you can just retain it. Once you have it the first time, you can retain it, and for easy submission. So I'm going to press continue. Right, it's going to get me in to the landing page, and it verified that it sent me a verification code to my email. So I'm going to quickly unshare and pull up that email that was just sent to me. Hold on one sec, and let me show you what that looks like. So here we go. So here's the email that you're going to receive to start the landing page process. And you can see it came from noreply@formtitan.com. And it's going to give you a activation or a verification, code. So I'm going to copy that right now. And let me reshare with you the landing page so you can see the submission process. So I copied that code from the email. Now I'm going to log in. And it's taking me to the landing page. And again, this is the OEM reseller and customer form. And so this is what you're going to submit to quickly kick off the process. That's going to then allow your end customers to submit all the rest of their information to have their account created in the Nayax CRM system, and their order also automatically created for the activation and setup by our setup team. So you only have to fill out the asterisk form. So as you can see, these first top fields are automatically populated, right? Because this came from when you did the login process. So this is the name of your company. In this case, I'm acting as an OEM or reseller in a test environment. So Carly's OEM. The test reseller is the name of my company. And here's my email address. If you're selling to a customer in Canada, then it would be the Canadian country. And obviously, if it's in the US where your end customer is going to be based, then just select that country. And you only have to fill out the asterisk forms. So we're going to do the name of the end customer that you sold this device to. So let's call it Smith Test Vending. And we're going to say this is the email address is going to be smithvending at gmail.com. Okay, and this is the email that the person will get the link to themselves to then submit the rest of the information. Additionally, you as the OEM or reseller will also get a copy of that email so that, you know, in case the person can't find the email and contact you to help them figure out the next step in the process, you could always forward it to them. You do not have to fill out any of the other information, right? These are non-mandatory fields, and the customer will be prompted themselves to actually fill this out when they get the landing page. And then you just need to select the type of device that you sold them. So say VPOS Touch, the amount of devices you're selling them in this order. So let's say it was just one device, what the protocol is. So it was one MVB device and the 16-digit VPOS Touch serial number. Okay, so. All right, there we go. So I just put in a plug number for right now, and I'm going to press send. All right. And as you can see, we got confirmation. So you would get confirmation yourself right now that your request has been submitted. For all intents and purposes, you are done with the process now. You can move on. But now I'm going to show you what the end customer is going to see so that you're fully aware and comfortable with the process in case you have any questions from your customers themselves on what to expect. So again, you submitted this landing page, and I'm going to show you the email that your end customers are now going to get themselves. So hold on one second as I pull that up. And again, I want to just reiterate that this whole, what we're calling this from OEM reseller landing page process is going to now replace the physical forms you have previously been giving your end customers to kick off the activation process. So there's going to be no need for them to now fax us in the forms or email the forms, and then someone on the Nayax team to have to manually receive that form in and create an account in our Salesforce system and create the order for the setup system. We're going to be completely automating that process now with this landing page system, and it's going to allow for tracking in our backend system, so we know that every end customer, what device they purchased from you, as well as that account of that end customer is now tied to you in our backend system, as well as it's going to automate the process for a much quicker activation experience. So I'm going to share my screen now so you can see the form that the customers are going to be receiving. So give me 1 second to share this with you. All right, so you can see the subject is going to always say congratulations on purchasing your machines. And it's going to, a copy is going to go to you. So you always have a record of who you sent the form in for, as well as it's going to go to the end customer. And it's going to have, so this is the text the end customer will see. It's going to kind of give them just a little overview of what to expect regarding that they're going to have to sign a Nayax services agreement and submit their KYC documents as is required by FinCEN. And a little bit about, you know, just kind of the expectations of what they're going to need to have it readily available. So the customer will then click this link, and it's going to take them to their landing page that they're going to fill out the rest of the information. This is just a digitized version of the current physical form that they're sending us. And again, I'm just showing you what the process is from beginning to end, and this is the part that your end customers are going to be doing. The email will always come from do-not-reply@nayax.com. So let me now take you to, I'm going to click in that link that I just showed you, and let me share with you the landing page that they're going to see. So as you can see, so after I click that link in the email, this is what your customer is actually going to now see and be submitting. So it already pre-populates the information that you already included. So you said that it was a US-based customer and that the company name was Smith Test Vending. If for whatever reason there's actually a spelling mistake here, or the customer wants that changed, they can then update it. So let's say it's Smith Test Vending LLC. This will then update the account name in our CRM system. So they can put their address, let's say 123 Main Street, and that they're going to be based in, let's say they're based in Baltimore, Maryland, and they're 21030 as their zip. And if you accidentally, let's say, put that this was a US customer, really it was a Canadian customer, the customer can change this and it will change the fields, accordingly. So instead of state, it would say province if it's a Canadian customer, and zip code be postal code. So here the customer is going to then populate the rest of their contact information. So let's say it's going to be John Smith of Smith's Vending LLC. And his phone number is, he's going to put in his phone number. And his email has already populated from when you kicked off the process initially. If he wants another contact added, he could change his email. We already know it's a VPost Touch. It's going to ask the customer for what their minimum transaction and maximum transaction price are. This is what automatically calculates the processing fee. So let's say it's going to be $1.50 min and a $4.50 max. What are they selling? Let's say they're going to be selling water, and that would then fall under the industry of water machines. And you already put the serial number in. If for some reason there was an issue, a key strike error when you entered that, this is why the customer can see this and they can actually update it when they verify the actual device serial number that they received from you. And then finally, they will be able to select which monthly service fee package they would like. So if they would like the cashless only package for $7.95, or if they would like the full inventory module package, which includes product mapping for $9.99, as well as all of the cashless reporting and alerting. And then they're going to press send. As you're going to see, the end customer will get a confirmation that their information has been digitally sent to us. And basically, this has now completely created the order in our system that our setup team can view and can now use additional automation to set up the account in the DCS system and let the end customer know when their device is ready to use. Additionally, the submission of this form creates the next step in the contract and KYC process. So hopefully this was clear. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to your account rep. We'll also make sure that you have the link to the landing page and are comfortable with knowing what your DCS operator ID is to start the submission process. I just want to thank everyone for your continued business and your patience with us as we've grown and worked out some, of course, the kinks that have previously resulted in longer onboarding and setup times than we've desired. But I hope you have full confidence now in this new process and feel comfortable with the fact that we are striving to give a better customer experience to your end customers, as well as, of course, to you. And hopefully you continue to choose Nayax as your payment solution provider of choice. So thanks again and have a great rest of your day.